empower the world to breathe better. That's the common goal for Airthings, and hence also then the goal for Airthings for Business. So as mentioned, my name is Paul Berntsen, and I'm leading Airthings for Business. And I'm extremely happy to present here to you today, because I am going to get to talk about the past, tell you bits and pieces of it, but I'm also going to talk about the future. What's next? Okay, let's go. Can anyone tell me what this means? What this is? What does this mean for Airthings? The year we started? The year I started, that's correct. That's a good one. Anything else? A bit early. The year before.
The last time we were all in an in-person event.
That is true. The last time we were all in an in-person event. Roland? Airthings for Business. We did RTM on our products in 2019. September 2019, we did our first products that we had ready to market. It's not long ago. And when you come from a consumer world, so Airthings started in 2008, there is few things which is making our product offering that we came out to the market with special. It needs to be easy, so easy to use, easy to install, and of course, design. It needs to look good. Someone said something earlier today that our products look good, and I do agree. But let me tell you a true story. We have a partner who, it's a rather big partner, they have their own division testing sensors. And the only thing they do every day is test sensors. And he came back and he said the following. Airthings is the Apple of sensors. They are beautiful and they just work. That's a statement, right? Don't you think so? I can't hear you. Yes, exactly. So in 2019, we made a lot of mistakes. We learned a lot, and we corrected the mistakes, and we moved on. Okay, so now we know that this is a year, right? Right? Yes. When we look back into the history books, what do you think is going to be written about this year? COVID? Anything else? It's true. That is true. That's one of my points later on, but that's good. Could it be that the year when the world turned upside down? Could it be that the year when the world actually shut down? When we could see clear blue skies in China, in the biggest cities in China? The air traffic stopped. There's a lot of change happening that year. And I think we in Airthings, we realize one thing. We need to continue and focus on empower the world to breathe better. Because air suddenly started to have a real impact on people. And also, so we did. So in 2020, we launched Wave Mini for business. We continued to grow our partner network. So we had partners in UK, Germany, US, Nordics, and Benelux. And as also mentioned earlier today, we started to use our data differently. So we launched new features and virtual sensors. So the CO2 alert, the virus risk indicator, and the mold risk indicator. And we have won so many awards, but I want to bring up one. One award, which I think is really cool. We won, on CES, we won the Innovation Award. And that says something about a company, because it says something that we're in the forefront. We're doing something new that the market wants. And of course, we did the IPO, and Airthings for Business grew more than 380% year over year. Okay, 2021. What is this going to say in the history books in 2021? Any ideas? COVID, again. True. Anything else? Come on, people. I know you have it in you. There must be something happening in 2021. It's the years this year. Back to office, back to school. That is true. The world is starting to take action. We need to do something. And I can tell you, people have really started to take in the importance of air. And we as a company, we launched View Plus. It's the first ever battery-operated sensor measuring PM, so particulate matter. And we also had a chat earlier today with Stanton Wong, because we got Reset accredited, both from a data point and from a solution and from products. And we also did our first Reset project. And of course, as we need to continue, we need to grow. We also now, at this point, have people and offices in Germany, UK, Denmark, Sweden, US, Canada, and of course here in Norway. And the best thing of it all, it's today. We are at the best air event of this century. Huh? We're all together for the first time in a very long time. Right? And Airthings for Business is continuing to grow, and the sky is the limit, of course. But what's next? I think the market is telling us what's next, because it's never been more ready to take control of the air in commercial buildings. And I read an article the other week, a couple of weeks ago, from Joseph G. Allen, the author of Healthy Buildings. And in that article, it was very, very clear that there's a consensus around the globe. The future of preventing spread of any viruses, being a cold or a flu or a dangerous one that we just realized, to prevent that, you need to make sure you have enough fresh air in the room. And this is what the different governments now are realizing. So in the Netherlands, in Belgium, and Germany, UK, Ireland, Canada, there are legislations happening. There are funding coming in place because they need to take action on this. And they need to monitor the fresh air in a room. And you do that by having control of the CO2 in the room. So too high levels of CO2, not enough fresh air. It's quite simple. If you have enough fresh air and you have good enough CO2 levels, you have a safer and better environment. But, as also been mentioned before, don't forget, there's something that we've been preaching for years. If you have too high CO2 levels, it decreases your cognitive abilities and it makes you quite stupid. And let me give you a tip. And this is also from some research somewhere. If you're going to make a decision, and you know that you're going to sit in a meeting for 2 hours, make sure to make that decision at the beginning of the meeting. Because if you sit there for 2 hours, well, don't come back and complain to me, because it might be a stupid decision. Just saying. Do you agree? We need to have some response. Yes! Yes! Good. Okay, so it was also mentioned earlier today, Quebec. So in Quebec, they have now chosen to go with Airthings and Airthings for Business with 10,000 devices across more than 250 schools. So why do they do that? I can tell you. They need to have a system which is future-proof. So Joachim was talking about it here. You need to have a system that will be updated. So they need to have a future-proof system so they can remotely monitor and take action on the CO2 levels in schools. And have you seen the size of Canada? Have you seen the size of Quebec? 250 schools? That's why they want to remotely manage it. They want to sit in one location. They want to have full control. One computer, one iPad. They have full control of all of the schools. And also, when they sign up for a 10-year contract, they do that because they need to build on the solution moving forward. They need to have a future-proof system. So they can make sure that they use the data for more. And in the future, it's going to help them to run their buildings more efficiently. So by using Airthings, they're going to get control of the CO2 levels in each classroom. They're going to remotely manage from one location. But the solution is also going to help them be more efficient. And do you know what happens then when you're more efficient in a building? You save energy. So in the long run, they have the option of saving energy. So you could say that this is a big win for Airthings. But honestly, I know who else was competing in this tender. It's a huge win for Quebec and what they're getting. Okay, so let me summarize a bit. As I mentioned, Airthings won awards, and one of them is the Innovation Award. So Airthings being in the forefront of innovating, coming up with new things, new technology. The market is there. The market is now more than ever ready to start to take control over the air in commercial buildings and schools. And you can also see now from the Quebec case that there is also fundings in place to really start to take action. Yes, I know there's a few people here from UK. We need to teach the government something about what they should spend the money on, but they will come to the census. So what we now are going to introduce is a new product. So we're going to do a product launch. Are you ready for a product launch? Yes. You ready for a product launch? Yes. Great, let's go. So we are now launching View CO2 for Business. And this product contains CO2, temperature, humidity, virus risk, light, and noise. Does it look good? It still looks good. But the coolest thing, we're talking about 10 years of battery life. Joachim, didn't you talk about something about batteries lasting longer than the products? Well, hopefully they don't do here. But 10 years of battery life is really something new. You can configure the screen. You can configure the sensors. You also have the CO2 alert, so you can notify in classrooms to teachers and students of what's happening. And the best thing of it all, we're still scalable. Because if you're a new customer who's buying this product, you can build on that to be your start of your solution. Or if you're an existing customer or partner, you can add this to the solution, and it's the same principles as before. So this product is going to be available for orders in the beginning of Q4, and hopefully we're going to be able to ship in the end of Q4. So I think with that, I'm going to say thank you, and let's continue the day.
Hey. There must be a couple of questions now for Paul after that. Here we go. So I'll bring up, hold on. Price was the question. That was easy to.
So MSRP is 199 euros.
Impressive, he said. I could hear that from here. Anyone else? You'll be able to catch Paul in the break, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Paul. A round of applause again.